Hey guys, Jermaine here. So I was just sitting here talking to myself, thinking out loud, because that's what I do. You know, occasions I'm not crazy, maybe I am slightly, but I was talking about a word that many people find irritating, and that word is diversity. Yes, diversity. No, I ain't racist, so don't you dare claim that, because every time someone brings up, we need more diversity, people are like, oh my God, what are you talking about? Is diversity? You're racist. You are self-entitled. I'm like, shut up, fool. No, I'm not. Are you sick? Listen to me for a second. Diversity is important because it reflects the actuality of the world, and it should do that because entertainment has been primarily focused on the white male demographic for years. Within comic books, within comic book movies, that has always been the case, and I cannot stand. Listen to this. Every time I talk about, there haven't been a lot of black or people of color characters featured in comic book films, and one of the, of course there was Steel, and, people always say, well, what about Blade? I said, okay, what about Blade? Well, there was Blade. He defined the genre. I said, okay, but he's still in the minority. He's still a very small percentage compared to all the other white male featured superhero films. Then we talk about comic books. Yes, things are slowly changing with the comic books. Some publishers are no better than others, clearly, but it's still very slowly changing. And the fans aren't helping it any better because every time you have something dealing with race or something dealing with the change in gender or something dealing with something with that's featuring or pushing for the more diversity, some fans are just so resistant. They're so hard-headed. And I'm like, do you guys understand how important this is? We're doing this. They are doing this because it is very significant. It means a lot to people. There are tons of people out there who would say it's important for them to see their own face, within, entertainment or in movies or comic books. But this is not to say that, they can't enjoy movies or comics or books that feature white male protagonists. But the fact is, that's been that way for a long period of time. All we had is white male protagonists, white men. Oh, a white woman here and there. There's a black woman here and there. What about a black man here and here? But everything else is all white. That's what I'm saying, and that's the problem. Even in 2013, 15% of all the movies in that year featured female protagonists. That's 15%. And the rest were all men. That's just a small example of what I'm talking about. I can even remember when the Wonder Woman movie was first announced, and I was on Facebook, casually having a conversation with a fan who I thought was a fan, and I was like, I'm so excited, and he was like, oh, why? It's Wonder Woman. I said, because she's awesome. She's an iconic character. He's like, well, she can't inspire little boys and little girls, so she's irrelevant. Well, no, he said that she can't inspire little boys, so she doesn't matter. And I was like, okay, you're joking. Are you on something? You must be sick. Because I don't understand why you said what you said, because that's ridiculous. The assumption that a lot of people have, and even some of the higher-ups in these executive positions within publishers and also, or editorial positions within publishers and even film studios have this perception that, yes, all people want are white people, white men all the time. And that's not true. They even have the perception that white people cannot enjoy characters that feature, movies that feature characters of color or books that feature characters of color or non-white individuals. And that's also false. The thing is, yes, within the United States, most of the population is white. That is fact. However, it is also fact that is really changing. That's changing really fast because the birth rates within communities of color are high. And so, especially within the Latino community. So eventually white people won't be the majority anymore. And also you have a lot of interracial marriages going on, everything's happening. The world is changing, baby. Y'all gotta catch up with it. Get with the program already, okay? So that's all I'm gonna say right now. So diversity is important. I don't care what you say. I'm gonna be an advocate for it. If I'm a social justice warrior because of it, I don't care. Gay to me, Wonder Woman rocks, Black Panther rocks. Yeah, they all rock, okay? Boom, bye, Jermaine out. Woo!